Hello guys, welcome back. So in this video we will discuss about context manager. What is context manager and why we are using context manager? Context manager is useful to properly manage the resources like opening a file or closing it, or maybe if you want to use for socket programming, so there also it will be very useful. If you want to commit the record in DB, so that time also you have to manage the context. The fourth use you can see here to acquire the lock and release the lock in operating system programming. So you can see there you are having locks. If you want to acquire the resources and if you want to release the resources, you can use context manager there itself. And the fifth use is an exception handling. But you are having some confusion about context manager. So context manager is nothing, it's kind of management of our resources, let's say CPU or any lock or anything. If we are talking about file, so let's see how we can create the context manager with file. So here we will see the example with file. Even you can create with the exception handling and with lock also if you are doing operating system programming. But here I will show you with example of file. So let's say I will create a file. Let's say my fp equals open, and here I will pass the file name. Let's say my file.txt, and the mode of my file is, let's say, write mode. And here I will use try and I will write something. So let's say my fp.write inside my file. So I want to write hello India. After that I need to close this file descriptor. So my fp is called file descriptor. I need to put here finally block and I have to close this file descriptor. So you want to close the resource properly, then only it will work, otherwise it will get some error. So you can see if I will refresh my advanced Python project, so you can see there is a file got created which is called my file, and here hello India got printed. So you can see here I'm using write and I'm writing onto file. Just I'm using try catch here. So try and finally just close it. So here we need to manage the resources. So this is my underscore fp is called file descriptor, and we need to manage this descriptor. If we are not using finally, then it will not close. So even you can use with operator, with open, and here you can use directly my file.txt, and the mode is w, writing mode, as fp. Fp is file descriptor, and you can use directly fp.write. And here I will write something. Let's say this is using with operator. If I will run this program, you can see the output, and my file.txt, this is using with operator. Operator, OPE, spell mistake. Okay, so you can see in my file it got right here. So using with also you can use, but here I'm not using close. I don't need to close, it will take care automatically. So I'm not using close here, so with operator will take care automatically. So let's create a context manager to control or to manage the file descriptor. Let's create a context manager which will manage the file descriptor. So let's see how we can create the context manager. It's very easy. So you would have to create a class, and let's say my context manager. Class name can be anything. Context manager. So it will inherit the object class. So it's optional. And let's create the init function. So def init method. So self here, and I will pass here file name and the mode of my file. So let's say my file name, because I need to handle something, right? So here I need to pass the file name and the mode of file, in which mode you want to open the file. And here I will open the file. I will use here open function. So self dot f underscore obj. equals, I'm opening this file simply, and the file name, it's an open function which is written inside file. Like simple, here we are using open, right? I'm using the same way. So the file name and the mode of the file, in which mode you want to open. To implement context manager, you have to implement two methods, or we can say these are the special methods. So one is def double underscore enter underscore underscore, and this is the method you have to implement first. So it will return the object. So my object is self dot f object, right? And the next one is exit. So whenever I will use exit, so it will close my file, but exit will accept the 4 arguments. So you can pass here 4 arguments, let's say type of my object and the value, and you can pass some trace back also. Let's say you are having some problem, so you can pass. If you are using exception handling, then you can use this trace back. So here what we have to do is we have to close the file. So let's say self dot my object, so let's say f underscore obj dot close. So now we will use with operator, and let's see how we can use our context manager with the file. So let's use with keyword. Now I will call my class. So my class is my context manager, and here I will pass file name and mode of file. So let's say my file name is my file.txt, and I will open it in write mode. This is the object of my context manager, so obj. And now using this object I can write something, right? This is using my context manager. So here we are creating our context manager. So if I will run this program, so you can see the output inside my file.txt. So this is using my context manager. So in this way you can create the manager, and you can make sure, yes, I'm going to close it. So with this statement is store the exit method of file class. So this with statement will store the exit method first, and then it calls the enter method of file class. Here you can see my context manager class, so it will ask for the enter. So first of all, with operator will ask for the exit, then it will ask for the enter. It will open the file and return it. The open file handle is passed to the opened file. So you can see here I'm opening the file and it returns the handle to the object, we can say. And here you can see I'm using the write method here. So I'm writing with this object. So this object is having all handles, which is returned by enter method. So which is very special method, and you can use it. So in this way you can create your context manager. And in next video we will discuss about descriptors. Thanks for watching.